where do we start with this? There is a oncoming fuel poverty crisis, plenty of political discontent. There's plenty of parallels between now and the time this subculture evolved. Has that played a part in your choice to do something like this now, or is that just coincidence?
Partly it's coincidence, but it's also good stories find a home in time, they just do. There is a reason. You don't always have control over that, otherwise you'd be a bit of a all-seeing, all-knowing professor, picking and choosing. So you go with where your heart lies, and if you're lucky, they come into focus. It's a great story. It's a great British story, especially. And the fact that it finds a resonance in present day, you hope it does. What we try to do is take people back there and make it feel like what it was to be alive in 76 and 77, when this lot produced the most amazing album of music and also ignited a movement, a change in Britain, which is sorely needed, And it didn't all change for the good. There's many ugly things in it as well as many beautiful things. But it was change, and it's a very exciting moment to be a part of. We certainly felt like that recreating it,
I would have thought, as a guy from up in Ratcliffe, Bury, you would have been a Joy Division, a Smith sort of man, but talk me through what the Sex Pistols have meant to you.
I never saw them live until 96 when they reformed. So I got to London in 78, they'd finished, So I was The Clash were my band. And New Order, I love New Order as well. I sort of missed Joy Division, unfortunately. Not the music, I missed seeing them live. They're an answer. And I didn't really realise it at the time. They were an answer to questions you didn't even know you were thinking, And people criticised the spitting and stuff like that, which is gross, obviously. But actually, it was the release. That's what people were doing. They were being offensive because it was built in. But it was also just a release from prison, what it felt like. And you just went mad. That's the pogo, insane, stupid dancing, spitting. It's just... And the violence, which is not admirable, obviously, but it was just like chaotic. And that's what we try to celebrate, is the energy that comes from chaos.
Speaking of that chaotic energy, there has been a mild controversy in the making of the show with what John Lydon's come out and not being as supportive or as involved in the creative process. When I was thinking about this, watching these episodes last night, that did make me think, isn't that perfectly appropriate for a show like this, that there would still be chaos in the creation of the art itself?
You wouldn't believe it. If everybody was going around tapping each other on the shoulder, you wouldn't believe a word of it, because discord is built in to the process. So we all think Lydon is a genius, and the series makes that clear. And you wouldn't expect him to react any differently. God bless him,